We ain't waste no time, it be. We ain't waste no time, it be. Cause it's late and nigga gotta go to work in the morning. But this shit pissed me the fuck off. For no particular reason. Other than I do
I
this.
mean, let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, for no other reason other than hey, we're streamers, so gotta find something, right? But
Yeah, yeah.
this oh my god.
Let's go. What pissed you off?
Build this entire situation. This entire fucking thing. Like this, the existence of this being a story, the reaction to this, the way people are this is so fucking stupid.
Mm.
This is so stupid. Love might be blind, but hate has 2020 vision. Is that the title? Nah, it's my title. Lonely women and bitter baby mamas created the Ashley and Tyler situation. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. I'm trying to pop another number. See what happens. I'm trying to find the hold on, I'm trying to find the where you take us off the circle.
Brand. Top of the brand somewhere. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Square? Rectangle.
Yeah. Which one you want?
Shit don't matter. Only way to see how it's tied, boss, all the way is rectangle. So let's go.
That's tired, boss. Cause I'm
That's
tired of
tied.
this shit.
Yeah.
God damn, I just wanted to watch a motherfucking show on Netflix, yo. Like, god
That's all you
damn,
wanted.
son. That's all I wanted.
Man.
Oh, that's all I want to real quickly shout out to the chat. Shout out to Nova, who was first, officially first. Nova buys all the
Let's go.
drinks. Appreciate it. Shout out to Greg in the building. Mr. He said in the building, let's go. And Twin Bree says becoming a series. I'm shoot, hold on, shoot breathing lane just in case you want. I know it's late, but all of this is going on late. So I mean, well,
Let's go.
For some people it's late. For some people it's still early.
Yeah. Facts. Facts.
For me, it's both. God damn it. I'm one of them niggas who know they should go to bed. But man, okay, so I'm tired, bro. I'm tired of this thing with.
Let's go.
I'm tired of this thing of I don't even know how to say it.
Let's go. Why don't you let the people know what's going on first? Because these people, our people probably don't all know. Like Nova, and y'all knows for sure. Bree knows for sure, but Nova, Mr. He said they probably don't know what's going on.
Okay.
Greg don't know what we talking about. Why don't we little background?
Because I'm flustered.
Yeah,
I'm edging this this thought that I'm having. Mm-hmm. Okay, so recent end of season 8 of Love is Blind. We watched it over on Twitch. It was season 7. Season 7. Yeah. My bad. We just finished season 7. Love is Blind, right? Rashawn wanted me to watch it.
Did. And it's been glorious.
It's been the worst fucking thing ever. It's been the opposite of glorious. It's been the thing to watch. Right? This has been something to watch. This has been a fucking spectacle of the gender war as defined best is this fucking situation right here. This can't get any more gender.
You might cut out.
Negative.
Mic is gone. Your mic is gone.
Put on the for show mic tonight. Now we gotta put on the for show mic. Yeah.
Let's go.
We gotta put on the for show mic tonight.
All right, you back.
All right. So what was that? This is like the gender war personified, right? Like if you know TV,
Like if you know TV, this is the jump the shark moment. Like I think we was already there, but I think the gender war has jumped the shark in this very moment.
You think so?
I think so. This has become way too fucking ridiculous now. And it's showing a lot of things. Like it's showing a lot of why this just ain't never gonna get better. We've wasted all of this time. So within Love is Blind season, so I'm gonna give y'all a quick rundown. Right, Love is Blind is a dating show where people choose to pair off into pods where they don't actually see the people they're dating, and the only way they can see the person they're dating is by proposing to them. From there, they have about 6 weeks before the wedding to where they get to know each other, live together, and actual works, like, you know what I'm saying, work, go home, do all this other shit. They're building a life together. Right? But the premise is that they're supposed to do this within 6 weeks. So you have to have a certain mindset to do this within 6 weeks. I want everybody who hears, oh my God, they're getting married that quick, to take your logic and shove it up your fucking ass. This show does not require your logic on how you should approach relationships. Okay. The people getting married in 6 weeks, we know the shit's crazy. Right? So it's all types of secrets and shit come out towards like the wedding date and all this other shit. People break up. I thought the worst thing I could have experienced was this girl named Marissa. I thought that could have been the worst thing I could have experienced, was seeing her cry.
Let's go.
Like seeing her break down and slide down the wall broke me a little bit. Like it took me a couple days to just be like, yo, that ain't cool. Right? I thought that was it. I thought that was the worst thing that I could have seen from this show. That basically was like, all right, cool. Now that started to ground. But then this reunion hit. And it's like the monsters came out. The gremlins came out. Somebody fed the gremlins after midnight. Because there's two couples that made it to the end. I ain't gonna tell you which one, the other one, but I'll tell you who is the one we talking about. It's Tyler and Ashley, black couple. And there's a situation with Tyler where he helped people make kids. Okay, it was a lesbian friend of his. Her and her wife wanted a baby. He was like, cool, I got sperm. Y'all can have it. Right? I thought there was some things getting stuck in people to make this situation happen. When in reality, he just literally donated. When he said donated, he meant donated. He said they had vials of the shit. Right? So, first baby, cool. The wife leaves the lesbian best friend. Wife leaves the lesbian best friend, goes off to be with a man, which is so damn funny. All this not centering a man, and guess what? All this anti-male shit. Guess what? Still wanted some dick. Yeah, still wanted some dick. So wife leaves. Leslie best friend is chilling. She like, oh my God, I'm got this child by myself. Don't know what to do. I was scared. Now, the man ain't just a donor. He's her best friend, right? And like anybody who got a friend that got some kids, like if you got something, you look out for the little homie. They ain't gotta be, oh, this ain't my child. I can look out for him. That's kind of what he ended up doing. He said he was playing uncle almost. They knew him, but they knew him as Uncle Tyler. But when baby mama left, but when the wife left, the wife tried to take custody of the child that ain't hers. She didn't push out. She didn't do none of that shit. So I guess he thought he did a DNA test to prove he was a biological child to stop her from taking the child. These are all his words. I'm going with his story. Because if 2024 has definitely shown me anything, that you can't believe a word of women on the internet. None of them. None of them. None of them. That lies a reflex. It ain't even a thought. It just lies a reflex. You muted. I don't know if you're talking, but you muted.
No, I wasn't talking. I was fixing my little thumb.
Okay. Cool. Like there lies a reflex. We've seen that.
And shout out to Dawn Frank. Good to see you. Working the late shift. Good to see you.
Shout out to Dawn Frank. We always get her while she at work. It don't matter what time it is. Go ahead, Dawn. Shit. We're high for the money. But so on and so forth. He had a kid with her, bada bam. The ex-wife decides to come back. The couple gets back together. Everything's cool. Couples break up. Shit happens. We all been there. My father had somebody that had been on and off again with. It'd be like that, right? So they like, okay, well, we want to extend the family some more because we all know motherfuckers have been there. Goddamn motherfucker. Make a kid, break up, come back about a year or so later, everything cool, another baby on the way. Right?
Let's go.
So according to Tyler, they still had some of the baby back.
Yeah.
So they because they stored it, right? You know what I'm saying? They stored it, they using it when they need to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Little base action.
Yeah. You know, got them all night.
A proper dropper.
Yeah. You drop it down, you know, dropping the kids down to shoot.
Yeah. Let's go.
Shoot some ladders. The winner gets to live. These people, a lot of places, I ain't never been none of them places. Look, this crazy shit. I know there's a lot of exposition, but this first 15 minutes, I feel like I'm doing pretty good. So they ended up having twins. And of course, what you know, the wife leaves again. So now, fickle. That's the real deadbeat dad in this whole situation. Ain't nobody got a problem with her. Nobody said nothing about her. That's the real deadbeat.
Went to go get cigarettes. Ain't that just like a woman?
So she leave again. All this is transpiring while my man's is on the show. Now, when I say this show just came out, like a month ago?
I think it wrapped within the last month. It probably came out about 2.5 months.
Okay. Yeah, so we're going about 3 months. Right? But all this broke within the last couple episodes, like the last episode or two, which is why I'm saying all of this has been like a month in reality. You know what I'm saying? The reunion was like 3 weeks ago. Mm-hmm. This happened on the second to last episode.
Yep.
So this is about 6 weeks that this whole thing been going on, since this story been going on. Because that's when it hit the TV. That's when it hit the screen. The story hit the screen. 90 days. But they at this point, now at this current day, they've been married about 1.5 years now. because all of this take time. Like, you know what I'm saying? So they've been married for like a year before this show even come out, before this reunion and shit even come out. No, before the show even come out, they've been married like about 6 months. Wife left before the twins was born. Okay. She still ain't shit. She still ain't shit. That's even worse.
You need to let them come out.
Left her pregnant.
Man.
That's why we ain't dragging her. That's what that again.
Well, she gay. She ain't no man. We only dragged him in.
Right, of course. And her now fiance showed up.
3 mamas.
Man, this too much. Too many coochies. There's too many coochies in the kitchen. There's way too many women making terrible choices for kids' life. Like at least he was like, here, just take my sperm and step back. Like, it's the rest of these geniuses that's like fucking up everything. At least he was just like, here's my net. Do with it as you please. You know what I'm saying? Which was reckless, but as long as he signed some shit away, it don't sound like he on child support or no shit like that. He ain't said nothing about that. Ain't nobody mentioned none of that. There's way too many coochies in control of this situation for him to be the problem. Bri, which I hate that her name is Bri, actually had a girlfriend with whom she broke up with when they were babies. And her now fiance showed up.
Okay, so the first kid has one lesbian mom. The twins had a second lesbian mom, and then they have now a lesbian stepmom. Is that what I'm getting? That's 3 mamas. Because I definitely wasn't trying to keep in. I was not trying to keep on top of the details.
Are we counting Bri as one of the 3?
Oh, good point.
That sounds like
So there's Bri then, the one that's involved with Tyler.
Right.
The one that got the baby batter.
Bri is Tyler's best friend.
One-time spouse who left, came back, left again. So that would be the second. And then another mom came into while the children, the twins were 1. That's the third mom. Okay. I'm with you. I'm caught up. Thanks.
All right.
My 3 moms, my 3 moms.
Do as thou wilt. So, it's a situation, right? It's a situation.
Put it all in one place.
It's a situation that if it wasn't attached to a reality show,
it can happen to anybody.
Would be sticky. I've almost made that deal. I've almost made that same deal.
Let's go.
I was like, hey, look, some kids, let me know.
Yeah.
Y'all see what you're getting. Okay? Pretty sure you like it. You're getting good genes. Okay?
Let's go.
All right. As you can see, you know what I'm saying? But anybody can end up in this situation. And even if so, like I said, it'll be sticky because you got him jumping in. You got him jumping in and kind of helping out a little bit. Wife, girlfriend, now fiance. All right. So you got him because he did now for his fault, I guess. He did step up after the first wife left and tried to help the little one out. You know what I'm saying? So it sucks because Yeah, that was probably not the best thing to do, because if you're gonna be detached. But at the same time, it's still his friend, right? And you got to know the situation. And from his point of view, he said, "Man, look, I grew up in a single mom house. I grew up in a single parent house. I ain't like it, but no father figure that." He said, "At least I could be around. At least I could be a man that's around." And sometimes that's just enough. He's secretly dad, and it's gonna eventually turn into some Tyler Perry shit, but we'll cross that road when we, because all he did was help. If you want to know why it's weird, you talk to your mama. You talk to her wife. So, with all that being said, the coverage and the reaction to this marriage between that's the light-skinned dude's Tyler right here.
Hey.
And his very beautiful, very chocolate. Sorry, Tyler. Very fine in his wife.
That's all right. Think we'll be together long. You good?
I got hope for him. If she stick it out through this, goddamn it, ain't no point on leaving. If she thugging it out through this, man.
Everybody waits till senior year to graduate. I mean, to drop out. My bad. She gonna wait till she gonna weather the storm. Stand by the man. Don't everything calm down.
Ashley gonna pop up pregnant like Megan Good popped up engaged. Don't make us watch this. That's gonna be great.
Just a little.
Oh shoot! What am I looking for? You still with us, Yella?
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. So, with all that being said, there has been this reaction to this dude like he is evil personified. Like to the point to where he's getting questioned about why he don't feel a certain type of way about kids, why he ain't attached to them. And I'm like, y'all want him to have attachment to kids that ain't about all intents and purposes ain't his kids. Why would he have a fatherly attachment to him? Plus, he said they push him out whenever it's convenient. I guess he really is dad, because that's some shit they do. And even with this dude, I want to play some of the clips, but I don't want to be here too long. Because he did that interview, the interview he did with on My Future Wife. So the reason for tonight's live was inspired by two interviews that happened today. There was a debut. Tyler was on My Future Wifey with what is dude's name?
Latarius Whitfield.
Man, nobody should have that much name, bro. Like for real. That's just acceptable. Like you just go by your first name. You
gotta shorten that to Terry.
Right.
Terry Whitfield.
Just a lot. So Tyler was on here, and he was talking about basically giving his side of the story. And just listening to this dude Terry, because I'm not finna try to say Theolius Monk, whatever the fuck this nigga name. Autumn. All right. Whatever this nigga name. First of all, he can't follow a story. And he was attached to the end of that motherfucker.
Oh, he listened like Kendra.
Oh my God, he listened worse than Kendra. Shit, at least I give credit to Kendra because she be writing. I kind of figured out what it was. Like she be writing shit down. So that's why she be missing a lot of shit. But when you got a nigga that's looking you right in your face, like I'm looking at the situation. I'm gonna give Kendra a whole bunch of grace right now. She writing, they on StreamYard. He can reach out and touch that nigga knee right now. When you that close to somebody, I'm pretty sure you should be able to understand what they're saying. But it's a part in here where he was almost, it sounded like he was being judgmental the whole time, but he was like hyper judgy over the fact that Tyler said that he doesn't have an attachment to these kids. And everybody's like, oh my God, thinking of kids. How could he say that he just don't have an attachment to these kids and these kids? Because they ain't his. Like they saying is like he's being a deadbeat. So I don't know if you got it set to when he was talking about it.
I have no idea where stuff is in this screen.
Fuck. Great. It's at least an hour or something. Because I was listening to this shit on the way to work in the Discord with Bree, and I'm on the way to work, raising them.
God dog it. Hold on, let me go back. Jesus, your life is jacked up. Listen to this. I know it's supposed to be a safe space.
I'm just trying to get people to understand
No,
that.
because it's so confusing. Hold on. So when the kids are conceived, the wife is in the picture. She comes back and say, we want to expand our family. These kids
a good place to start.
are born. Before they're born.
You said it's a good place?
That's a good place to start, at least. It was probably a little bit after this. Because he was talking about his attachment to the kids. So I don't know if it was like a little bit after this, a little bit before.
Can't connect, and it ends before they get married at the end.
So I gotta say, I've been running with it that love is blind, love is blind. Oh, I pray in my head all the time. So she gave me this comfortable, safe space to be able to pray. She's changed me in better ways. You know,
nah, we ain't past that.
You have to be physically attracted at some point to some.
Yeah, so it's got to be within that. It's got to be within that first hour or something. Let me. You know what? Pull it down. I'm gonna pull it up. But yeah, that's it. It's crazy to think that the only thing he getting ridiculed for is for not having an attachment to these kids. Like everybody has all but confirmed that he didn't. Well, no, Brian said they got busy. Brian said she had the ankles in
it. That's funny.
But I don't know.
And nobody will know, unfortunately.
Now, my thing is this: even if she did, and even if you did, and shit, these chicks out here judging like they ain't accidentally give a nigga some Gucci before, and made a baby with him. It's some chicks right now sitting in them chats talking about these niggas with accidental baby daddies right now.
That's probably why they mad. Because their baby daddies are gone too.
Yeah, but you put your angles in there.
So the bride.
And she definitely made a choice. You ain't even like me. Like, so that's all on you, player. Like,
Hey,
you really can't even blame him for that.
listen,
All on you.
even lesbians gonna find a way to blame the man.
That's all on you, bro. You don't like dingus? But what you think so far, man? Up to wherever you at.
Man, I stay out of the deep detail because like the detail on this stuff, like the show was messy. Cool. I enjoy a fair bit of mess. So it was like Sloppy Joe, messy. Some have soupy ice cream, a little messy. Chili cheese dog, messy. I like some mess. But then it started getting to the details, and it's like then it gets into strange. What's that show? Stranger Things. Like then we just started in this makeup stuff. I don't trust nothing anybody's saying anyway. Tyler doesn't seem credible. Bri don't seem credible. What's her face? Ashley, she's getting out there, doesn't know what happened between these two. So she's going on a little podcast tour and only has secondhand information anyway. I could go out there and say what I have heard secondhand from Tyler and Bri and sound just as informed. And I could still be wrong. So her getting out there talking about what Tyler did is goofy as hell. But it was interesting to see the text messages that Bri provided because it showed me insight into who she is. So like she's first of all trying to out Tyler. Cool. I get that. I'm used to women outing somebody. They're always exposing somebody, always doxing somebody. I'm used to that. But in her text messages, she was very understanding that he was going to a show, finding love. So I'm like, okay, cool. She accepts that they did not have a romantic relationship at the time he was on the show. So this wasn't like a cheating thing. This was not like a romantic relationship. Whatever happened, they were not in a romantic relationship, which that's all I needed to know. If she did not have any expectation of him being faithful to her, then none of the other stuff really matters because she had somebody else that she was supposed to be taking care of the kids with. Whatever dynamic he has with the kids is kind of like charity to family, somewhere in that zone. I'm helping somebody's kids that ain't mine, even though I biologically provided the sample, or I'm taking care of these kids like their family, because they literally are. Anywhere in there, it does not matter to me at all. I don't know how they're holding him responsible for his temperament or feelings for the kids that he needs to maintain some level of detachment to because he has no parental rights, allegedly. If that's the case, that's weird that they're holding him to that. And if they weren't romantically involved, it's weird that they're holding him responsible in any way to Bri's children. So I don't see anything where he has responsibility that all the women are up in arms for. It doesn't make any sense to me. So this is all a feelings thing. This is another man doing another woman dirty and more kids dirty. Another broken home, another low vibrational man, low functional, high value, low functioning. It's another one of these. And there's no point to that here. Like this is the jump the shark moment. There is absolutely no point to that. You got it. Let me see.
Yeah, that's a good. That's a place to start. That's gonna kind of like lead into
Okay, cool.
to where he started talking about like the connection, the emotional connection.
So everybody I heard, what I'm hearing is just man hate. Like this is a pure misandry. Jesse Wu, they just don't like men. They don't like cishet men. They don't like straight men. Females, they just don't like straight men. The men are going to be wrong regardless. Now, what I will say is that the brown skinned dude on my thumbnail, Latarius Whitfield, that dude is a snake. Now Tyler's a liar. They call him Liler. Tyler's a liar, and I'm cool. He's just a basic ass liar, and he's just not credible. But he didn't lie about anything that was essential with the kids or women because they corroborated it themselves. The kids were not supposed to be his kids. They were not supposed to be under his care. That's the only thing that matters. They were not supposed to be his. He was not supposed to be their guardian. So anything else after that is extra. But now this dude, Latarius, is a whole snake. So you're going to sit there and interview this dude, being all cordial and praying with him and preaching to him. And then you go on the Gossip Jesse Wu channel, and then you basically accusing him of lying the entire time. And I pressed him and and I asked him again because I had to ask him 2 or 3 times to get him to tell the truth. And I said, tell the truth. You can't make nobody tell the truth. And I'm like, come on. So you're calling him a liar after he was on there. You up there praying with him and talking about you held him accountable. Nah, man, stop that. Now I can't stand those type of people because he's got no reason to go behind somebody that he interviewed. You're going to get views from this dude, and then like minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes after you finished, or I don't even remember. I thought it was live. I can't remember. That was earlier. No, we saw it earlier, so it wasn't even 20 minutes. The same day that drops, you're on somebody's live stream talking about this dude behind his back. Now, if you thought he was lying, you should have challenged him while he was in front of you. If you thought he was lying, you should have called afterwards like, man, after the interview, I heard some stuff when I was replaying it, and it felt like you were lying. I want to clear up some things. Do you have some time? Didn't do that. If nothing else, you go back. Listen, as a man of integrity and to my audience, I felt like the person I had up here was lying. I'm not going to remove the stream, but I wanted to clarify a few things where I thought the person was lying. That's 1, 2, 3. 3 levels he could have did. He did none of those. He goes over to a gossip channel to talk about the guy behind his back. This is the villain to me. That's the villain to me. The other two are Bry and Tyler. They're just messy as hell. Sloppy with their personal business. They don't, none of them care enough about these kids. The people that are talking like the Jesse Woos and them, they don't care enough about these kids either. They want, the kids. Y'all dox the kids and put their birth certificates online.
Yep.
You're exposing Tyler, their father, and you're exposing Bry, their mother.
Yep.
You don't care about these kids.
Way worse.
You're every day putting all their business out in the street. You do not care about the kids, so quit using the kids to come at Tyler because you don't care about him either because you're trying to trash him publicly. So anybody that sees the pictures with him and the kids, they're going, oh, you're Tyler's. Oh, no, your dad's smashing a lesbian. Whatever they make fun of him for.
Yep.
Your dad was on a reality show. He don't even know his body. I mean, it's going to be all kinds of mess. But the kids are mean. And when they get old enough, if that stuff's still on the internet, which it will be, if they look for it, which they might, it's not going to go well for them. So don't pretend like you care about the kids because you're exposing them to more criticism and ridicule too. Like that's what I hate. I can't stand that.
The ridicule, like that's the thing about it. Regardless of the choices made within that situation between Tyler and Bry, the only people exposing kids to the bullshit is the fucking internet. They're the only people.
Yeah, man.
Now, since the shit kicked off, Bry sitting out here putting her kids' business all the fuck out there.
Yep.
Tyler like, hey, look, y'all want to hear it? Fuck it, it's out there. I gotta say something. You know what I'm saying? It's all the women making the decision. It's all the women in feminine energy. It's all the women in womankind. Women adjacent.
Yeah.
And
none of them are holding the women accountable. Everybody's coming at the top.
Right. Like that ain't a whole grown ass adult that they decided to make their kid. Tyler just helped. Like That's what they say though. No good deed goes unpunished.
Yeah, but even if he's a deadbeat dad, like even if Bri has gone on and she's corroborated that he wasn't that. So even if he literally was a deadbeat dad and she's covering for him, she has chosen to publicly say that no, we made these children for me and another person. He was not supposed to be in that space, but he did because of the kindness of his heart or the kind of person he is or whatever. So once she says that, no matter what the reality is, you've got to go because now they both agree that he was not supposed to be in the role as father. So now anything you do in the realm of he's a deadbeat dad or you give that energy, you're making up a story from your history. Either your baby daddy's a deadbeat or your father was a deadbeat, and now you're trying to make Tyler a deadbeat. All right, so he said right around here, huh?
Yeah, so they kind of go into Tyler explaining the agreement, and I think this is where he goes into like the emotional connection thing.
Back there, what was y'all agreement?
We sit down, talk. It's me, her, and her wife, Brian, her wife, and it was just uncle. You'll donate sperm if you want to be around. You can, but you'll be uncle. And it wasn't like I was around them every day. That's the thing. I did hang out with Bri a lot, but them as a couple, it's a couple, you know. And my friends don't hang with my wife every day. It wouldn't be a thing. So when I am around, I would just be that fun uncle. That was the agreement. It didn't go in depth. We didn't have the proper paperwork, and those are all immature mistakes on my end.
No paperwork, and it was cool, done, signed, sealed, delivered. Whose name is on that birth certificate?
Her wife's.
So her wife's name is on the birth certificate.
Yes.
So you uncle, the child is born. Are you there when the child is born?
No.
All right. So you're not there. When did you see this kid for the first time?
I think the next day or 2 days later, me and my friend, we went down to the hospital because we all were friends with her.
Right.
To go congratulate her. So we went down there. Her and her wife were down to the hospital and went down there, said hi, congrats. That was it.
How did you feel?
I was happy for them. I could see the excitement on their face. So I was happy that I was able to help someone.
So you felt no emotional connection that's my child?
No. And that's the thing. Like I'm such a people pleaser. To see other people be happy, it makes me happy. So I was seeing the glow. Like they were just ecstatic to have this family. Her wife, her daughter, they were all in the room. And I'm just like, I'm happy for y'all. Really happy.
So this is your first child. And this is, and that's what.
Niggas have babies by a surrogate mother every day, B. This is surrogate mom right now. It's like 20,000 of them right now having a baby. For a couple that couldn't have a kid. For a straight couple that can't have a kid. That would probably express that same feeling. Yeah, man, I'm happy for them. I just pushed this baby out. Right, Bree, and they pushing the baby out. They ain't just donating some baby batter. They pushing the baby out. And they say the same thing. I mean, it's not my child. Yes, it's probably going to share some DNA with me because I pushed it out. It's attached to me. It's not mine. This your daddy. Look at him. On Love Is Blind with that bitch. I ain't mean to ask. I definitely didn't mean to ask. I'm sorry.
From an expert standpoint, you are supposed to be able to just have no connection because that would make it really weird. If you were like, this is my kid, why are you doing this?
Yeah, right.
They were like, bro, if you don't calm.
Now, I heard him on Jesse Wu talking about how he pushed him. And maybe he comes back around on this, but he said he came back at him for he didn't understand how he didn't have any emotional attachment. Here he's saying he understands it. As a professional thing, you shouldn't be attached to these kids if they're not you. So okay, wait a minute, okay, because I didn't get to see this whole thing.
Yeah, stick around. He kind of do. That's he does. That's what that's kind of what pissed me off.
Okay,
because he did give him the know, I understand where you're coming from. And then next thing you know, I don't understand nothing. So,
You're a bother. You're a bother.
give it a hoopla.
Hold up, man. Hold up.
From an expert standpoint, you are supposed to be able to just have no connection because that would make it really weird.
Yes.
If you were like, this is my kid, why you doing this?
Yeah.
They were like, bro, if you don't calm down,
Yeah.
you know, that could be a problem. But I want to know from the internal standpoint, you're saying that when you saw this child, this is your first child, you had no emotional connection where you were like, because I keep hearing you saying, I'm happy they have a child. You didn't look and be like, man, my child is, man, my son, that's my son there, boy.
No.
Zero.
No. I know when I had, because I wasn't along for that process as well. So I tell Ashley, when I have a kid, I want to be there. I want to take pictures. I want to do the stomach pictures. I want to be one before the kid's even born.
Right.
I wasn't there for any of that. It's a kid, you have your family. This is your family.
And
Okay. I mean, that makes perfect sense. I mean, to me, that makes perfect sense.
Right. That's like with me, right?
Mhm.
When I got with my son's mom, she had a kid. He was like 3.
Mm-hmm.
By the time Junior was born, he was like 7. You know what I'm saying? I always tell him, you know what I'm saying? You my first kid. But I don't have that other connection. I don't have that second half of that connection where like I seen her pregnant with him. I got to feel him kick and all that other shit. So when I had that with Junior, oh yeah, all that came, all that hit.
Mm-hmm.
All that extra shit, yeah, all that hit.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay. All right. Here the fuck we go. Here we go.
I like it.
And so no emotional connection. When did the relationship with her, Bri and her wife, go awry? Bri and Deshauna, when did that go awry?
So I don't know the exact date on that, but shortly after, from my understanding, at first, her wife up and left and just went to California to go be with a guy. After talking to Bri, and this is the other thing. Character.
You said what?
She left to go get some dick.
That's crazy.
Wow.
That's crazy. Damn. Can't even trust the lesbians.
Assassination against me. And it sucks that it's coming from a person thing. Character assassination against me. And it sucks that it's coming from a person that you've always protected.
Right.
Bri was physically assaulting her wife, and her wife had moved to leave.
Oh,
and when
which is what Deshauna said in the video.
And when she left,
wait a minute. So everybody's protecting Brian. She's out here beating on women. Protect all women? Are you kidding me? What? Protect all women. Wow. Protect black women.
Mm-hmm.
But they had Brian all up on the video like P. Diddy.
Yeah.
Wow.
But that's what they do. I think that's what they do.
Okay. I'm just trying to lay the land. You know what I'm saying? I'm unfamiliar territory. It's crazy.
They be throwing hands, man.
I mean, but I'm talking about the internet people because they coming at Tyler, but you got a whole wife beater.
Mm-hmm.
But because she's a woman, they ain't coming after her.
Yeah, they ignore that completely.
That's crazy.
Black women and kids are the most unprotected.
Right. Wait a minute. So you got them both agreeing that he wasn't supposed to be like the paternal person, and they overlooked that and coming to him like a deadbeat. But you got somebody claiming that she's physically abusive, and they just overlooking it, and nobody mentioning that at all. That ain't even coming up. Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
Now everything he said, even the host been like, yeah, that's what they said.
Yeah,
that's what they said. That's what they said. So everything he's saying, lining up with the shit they already said.
Yeah. And if we taking what Brian says gospel, we got to take what Deshauna says gospel because we believe all women.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Listen. That's crazy.
That's the other part where Deshaun just got a little Salty, she wanted full custody of the son that she didn't birth. So she went and filed to take full custody to bring the kid to California. The only way that could have got negated, Superman here again. And I showed up and I was like, look, no, just do a DNA test, which they did to prove that he was biologically my kid. And then it stopped.
Here you go. Now, Superman, you Superman right now. You ain't nothing super about that. That wasn't your kid. Now you stepping in for Bride. She over here beating on a woman. You stepping in to help her. Now, Tyler.
That's his true. That's his friend.
But your friend's a woman beater. Your friend a woman beater.
I mean, clearly they ignoring that shit. So if everybody else ignoring it, well, the Tyler can ignore it too. Then, okay. If everybody else gonna just look right over this shit, Tyler can do it.
Dang, that's how we doing. Okay, yeah. Let's protect Black women. Let's go. It's my favorite time of year. Blowvember.
Stopped her wife from taking it. So that was me protecting my. First of all, I helped my friend. Now I'm protecting my friend.
And screwing yourself in the process.
Both times for her to come out and do all this to me.
So you stepped up and said, "This is my child," and then what? So that would protect her wife from fighting her for custody. Does that automatically dissolve it, where they say you have no right to try to get custody of them, or how's that work?
No, so I can't. Legally in Maryland, and I'll pull up the facts for that as well, but any couple that births into that marriage is presumed that those are the two custodial parents.
So you tried to help, but you couldn't help anyway.
Yeah, well, I did help because I was a sperm donor and the wife just backed off. It was going to be a longer lawsuit, and everyone knows it costs money.
Yeah.
So it was who had the most money at a certain point, and she backed off. But again, that was me protecting Bri, so her kid, because her kid was born. I'll just say Kai. His name's Kai. Kai was born at a.
Speaking of pulling out,
right? Guess we should have pulled out. He never fucked her.
Now here's where I call some bullshit. So him being the sperm donor somehow prevents this woman from filing for custody, but he can't file for custody because the full custodial rights go to the married parents, not the sperm donor. So that feels a little sus. Could be true. It just caught my ear a little bit.
So I'm gonna do some task planning.
Let's go.
He said it didn't stop the process. What it did was it threw an obstacle in front of the wife. Right. She could have easily hopped over it, but that's gonna require motions and court dates. Shit, like you said, that shit costs money. And at some point in them divorces and custody battles and shit like that, do sometimes come down to who got the most money.
Yeah. Old girl folded. I'm with it.
Yeah. So no, because that wouldn't make sense either for him to be able to be like, well, I'm the sperm donor. Right. Yeah. So he said it was just a deterrent, basically.
She can't take the kids; they're mine. I can't take the kids; they're not mine. Wait a minute.
Right.
Which one is it, buddy?
Right.
Which one, Superman?
At a time that she was extremely low, he saved her life. And I'm not like their family. I'm not going to go smear them and tell them what she was going to do or was going to do.
Right.
But she was at a very low place, and he saved her. So I couldn't stand back as a friend and watch the kid also be taken from her.
Right.
So I stepped in. I never fought for custody. And we'll speak about all of them. I've never fought for custody for any of them. So I know that's being ran around. There's no one that can get on the platform and say, I fought for I didn't fight for custody. I fought to not watch my friend's kid get taken from her. To help her. So I've been helping.
Which, because it was a custody battle, would be fighting for custody, Tyler. Let's quit playing.
Yeah, technically, yeah.
Yeah, you got involved in a custody battle, and you were on one side of it. You were fighting for custody.
I think the people been saying like he been fighting for custody.
He trying to get it for himself. I get
for
it.
Himself. Yeah. But you 100% right though. Technically, you did involve yourself in custody.
Yes, you did. You were the United States giving permission for them long range nukes to go into Russia.
Mm-hmm.
It's Joe Titan. He's slick.
helping this woman
Tyler
who's
Biden.
now, I feel like, in my personal experience,
He's trying to be
and
slick.
I've said this to multiple
But
friends.
see, this is why I say he's not credible. He plays with words. He does a lot of word magic. I can't rock with people like that. Because he doesn't even acknowledge that it's like similar or close to. He just said, nah, it's definitively not this, but nah, it's something like that. He does that a lot.
Friends, if you let me sleep on your couch, I owe you.
Yeah.
I helped you have a life and I helped you keep that life. There's no way in any right state of mind you should be on any platform talking bad about me.
Right.
You couldn't have that family without me.
Let's go.
I mean, sure, you could have went and found someone, but not those specific kids.
Right.
So for that to be a smear campaign, for her to get out there and do them things, it's very hurtful.
And so she said that after the wife left, you called and said, hey, let me step up. When you were stepping up, what did that look like for you?
So she was struggling. Again, we were still friends with daycare and doing all these running around. She couldn't hang out as a friend. And I seen her going through it. She started getting back into a depressed state. And I said, look, I didn't sign up to give you a kid. I thought this kid was being raised with two parents. And again, today's society, it will be two women. It may be two men, but two parents, because I grew up with one parent. And I know that feeling. It's hard for one mom to just give you love and try to keep you afloat.
Let's go.
Everyone afloat. So I told her I'll step in, and she was like, well, let's talk about it. We talked about it. And it was me stepping in as a father figure, that I would be picking them up from daycare. I would do all these little things. And we lived in the same building. So it was easy to just step in and help. We were already friends. But the problem where, and this is very controversial, people are going to hate to hear it, I still didn't have that connection.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the tough part, that people, they say like, oh, what do you mean to have a connection? In my heart, I was helping someone. So I had already detached from, and I wasn't around for all these steps. So to be around, it felt more of a uncle figure to me.
And what's so interesting, that's why I can never beat you up for the emotion that you don't, or the connection you don't have. And it's hard for me to hear, is because I'm a licensed foster parent, as well as an adoptive parent. I adopted a total stranger, and I have a more connection to him, adopting him at 16 and he's 21, than you do with a young child. You know
exactly
what I'm saying?
What it is.
And I
But bro, you chose to foster and adopt.
Right.
Like, what are you talking about?
You're choosing to be the parent.
Right. Like, what are you saying? What are you saying? Yes. The person you chose to take under your wing, you should have more of a connection to than the person that said, no, this is not my child. Absolutely. No magic here. This is not a mystery. This is crazy.
We're talking about two completely different
things. Yeah. These are somebody else's kids, is the way this has been going in his mind for at least a year or two. Probably by this point, at least a year. The 9 months in the belly. I don't know how many months the child's been born.
Mm-hmm.
He's not been involved with the child extensively. But, oh my God, yeah, somebody that you're taking guardianship over, you should be more, I would hope, you're more connected to than somebody, his friend's kid. Yeah. Man, okay. This people weird.
Yeah.
And I'm hearing you.
I was say, and then now we get into the part here. You starting to see where this is.
He about to project. He about to project on
him. Motherfucker now.
Which is crazy.
Like a motherfucker right now. That's what I'm gonna say. He was like, I'm a foster parent and I foster kids, and you also project.
Yeah. Which is some call that because most people don't do that. That's a very small percentage of people that foster and adopt. So you felt a special call on your life to do that. This ain't that. This dude bugging.
Say this, I'm like, man, that's strange, but that's a deeper level. Like, I don't have the training or the license to deep dive into your emotional disconnection with a whole human being that came from your loins.
Whoa! So that means okay. So everybody that go into a sperm bank gotta go track down these kids because they gotta love on them, even though some of them they've taken some kind of agreement to not be in contact, but maybe leave this stuff on file when they're 18 if they want to get in contact. So all these people got to stay in some kind of close connection with these people, and sometimes they're prevented from even having. because they're not wanted to be in person. This dude is bugging because it came from your loins. This dude's wild.
He ain't got no legal. He don't have no legal attachment to these kids. His name ain't even on the birth certificate. He's saying that he don't have a fatherly relationship with him. He didn't go through the steps. He didn't build up the relationship with the kid. Okay, see, this ain't Love is Blind. Okay, you know what I'm saying? He's living. This is real life. He didn't have to build up that feeling in 6 weeks.
And if this is true, that he just donated some material, some sperm, he didn't even have sex with a woman, so it wasn't even like I had a connection with the mom.
Right.
This is a science experiment.
Yeah, that's typically where the connection started. Is with the with the way the baby got here.
Yeah, rest of the flesh. Yeah, we connected.
We connected, and look what we made.
Yeah,
you was made out of love, son. You know what I'm saying? That's why I know. That's why I know. Like regardless, I say it now. My baby mama, I hate that bitch, but the name of my son was made.
These people.
He was made out of love. He was made out of love. What can I say? We was in love that day. Like 3 hours later, maybe not. But that day, when that little time, that little 2 hours, we good. We good.
Man.
You know, but then I also understand it too, because in order for you to do this the right way, you can't feel like that.
You can't have those feelings.
You could have did that at the very beginning. After you made that decision, you said, this is not my child. And the minute where you donated your seed, you just said, I ain't gonna have no emotional attachment to it or whatnot. And you did it that way. So I understand that. Yeah. I just don't have that capacity. And I'm never going to project my capacity on you. And you're your own man, so you feel the way you feel. And I'm glad that you prefaced it by saying, I know it's maybe hard for people to hear and understand.
It's a lot of things. And I don't even think I made it clear that I'm not sitting here trying to say I did things perfectly. I'm saying I made a lot of mistakes and I can see where people are upset.
Right.
Let's be very clear on that. I see it. But what I don't get is people upset at Ash. I'm going to keep reiterating this. That's my wife. I don't see why.
Well, see, Tyler, here's the problem. I can't even agree with you there. I cannot see why people are upset. These are you and Bri are two grown individuals who y'all may have done something recklessly. Y'all may have did it loosely. But you know what? You two did it. Nobody else is responsible for cleaning up the mess. Nobody else has to pay the bills. Nobody else got to buy the food. Nobody has a right to be mad. Outside of you, Ashley, Bri, and them kids. Nobody else has to deal with this. Everybody else is choosing to be in y'all's business and not help. So that's crazy. He's internalizing other people's anger, and they've got no right. They've got no right to it. That's crazy.
That's kind of hard not to. We ain't just talking about. We also ain't talking about just like the 6-7 people in your family. We're talking about the hundreds of thousands of people on the internet.
Nah, say none of y'all's business.
That's a lot, though.
Ain't none of y'all's
because she can't. Because think about it like this: what's she supposed to do? Not go do interviews? She ain't got to. It don't necessarily have to be about that, but she's a winner of a reality show. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what they do. Like they send the winner of. Yeah, they send the people who get kicked off of Dancing with the Stars to Good Morning America every day. Every time somebody get kicked off. So like that's what they do. You feel me? So I understand. I do get it, but a lot of motherfucking people with an opinion. And that can get overwhelming.
Yeah, I get people having an opinion, but I can't get understanding why all these strangers are mad. That don't make sense to me.
Yeah, that's the mad and investigating and
and doxing kids.
Doxing kids and trying to pull receipts and and talking about we need to save Ashley, like Ashley needs saving. Like that girl was married to that man for a year before any of y'all knew this was a story. She been knew. And she even said it on the show. Like she said it on the reunion. She was like, me and him had the conversation the night before. And what y'all saw on the show was us having the conversation for the sake of the show. That's why he said some stuff that sounded wonky and all that other shit, and it sounded like he wasn't telling the whole story because they had already had right, because he wasn't, because they had already had the full conversation the night before. She was just still fucked up about it, which is understandable. It's just the night before.
Mm-hmm. Somebody dropped 3 kids on you. You won't feel a little blindsided.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
And they mad at her just because she's going to keep dealing with this dude. There is something about the level of hate that women have for men right now that is special. I just have never thought I'd ever see something like this. They will hate her. The whole sister code, protect black women. They will overlook a physically abusive woman.
Mm-hmm.
They will hate on a black woman who hasn't done anything but decided to love this man and stick with it. They will overlook the abusive one. This is like when Jesus was on the cross. And they want to before they Jesus they was like, who do you want to free? Jesus or Barabbas, the murderer? And they're like, Barabbas. Like, this is kind of that. It's kind of weird that everybody's overlooking and supporting a woman beater. Everybody's overlooking and supporting a woman beater, just so they can hate on the woman that chose to love a black man, in spite of whatever his flaws were. That is insane to me. Oh my God, that's some special hate, though, man.
Yeah. But guess what? To them, they're the superhero. They're the one coming to save the day. They're doing the things that nobody else is willing to do. They're helping. To them, they're helping.
Whew. Okay, let's go.
People are upset with her. She went on a show to fall in love. Be upset with me. I'm here to take accountability for my mess ups from my 20s up until.
The reason why they're upset with her is because as women, they like to rally behind all women and be like, girl, let me help save you from your foolishness.
Right.
And so they're coming at it from a place of protection,
yes,
security. You know, we women need to stick together.
Protection and security, but you got a real woman beater.
Mm-hmm.
That they ain't saying nothing to.
Nothing.
Okay. Yeah, let's
So
protect all black women. These fools.
And you're abandoning our tribe with foolishness. But what they don't realize is that she is operating in the full capacity of what a wife is supposed to be. Because as a wife, it says, forsake all others. And that's the same as a man, forsake all others. I can't please you. If I please you, I'm denying the true essence and the covenant that I'm supposed to have with my spouse,
that part,
man and woman. Yeah. So she don't have to validate their feelings based upon accepting what they say.
Yes. She
ought to just say, thank y'all so much. I thank y'all for y'all concern. But it's this girl on TikTok, Ariel Fitzpatrick, but I'm going to see for myself. That's what she always does, but I'm going to see for myself. Yeah. These are my vows that I took, and I'm going to make sure that I'm not dumb about it. I understand the information, but I still got to ride this thing out, because if I file for divorce or walk away from it, it has to be based upon the capacity I no longer was able to take.
Man, I mean, he right now he's talking really, like, as far as the whole biblical marriage thing, he's speaking properly.
Right.
Which I understand. But when he got on with the Jesse Wu, he had a whole different tone.
Yeah, and even outside of biblical stuff, like, I can understand this. I understand this perfectly clear.
Yeah,
because motherfuckers quick to be letting people get in their fucking conversation, and letting people get in their relationship.
Yeah,
letting people get in their marriage.
Yeah, bro, he a snake. He had a whole different time. Now he did. I don't know. It's man, it's
Nah, he was snake. He was full on snake. He was full on.
That's crazy. He just should have never gotten on with Jesse Wu. Now I don't like him. I just never really developed a, when you watch people, you kind of feel them or you don't. I never got the feel for him, but now I see why. It'd be like, man, my radar, even though I just tell there's people I just don't rock with. I've never been wrong. Except for Britt. She's cool. I remember the first time I saw her, I'm gonna hate her. But no, she's actually all right. She's cool people.
Mm-hmm.
What you're telling me I should take or not.
And that's the thing. How many people have missed out on opportunities because someone else told you to?
100%.
If she doesn't feel like she's in the wrong, or she feels like she's making a very good decision, which she's a very intelligent woman,
absolutely,
let her live.
Yep,
let her live.
This is a marriage. This isn't boyfriend and girlfriend. If they don't know if we own property, they don't know what we have together,
what life is,
and you don't know what she's saying to me behind closed doors. She could be, I ain't gonna say, she could be banging my head off the table.
That's what I was about to say. She
get your stuff together.
She could be. It could be a whole lot of stuff that's going on behind closed doors, and that's the reason why I said, me as a man. The reason why I said I care about your marriage more than all this other nonsense.
Yes.
That's why I said that I'm gonna make sure that everybody is protected as a husband and wife. And I said I will let.
See, he's a liar. See, now I'm about to get hot.
Mm-hmm.
I care about your marriage, but then I'm gonna go into a gossip podcast and kind of infer that you're a liar. You don't care about this dude or his marriage. Come on, man. Wow. Okay.
Y'all let her see this footage before it's released. So whatever's been said, she can prepare herself.
Yeah.
Now I ain't editing nothing out of it.
Yeah.
But the reality is she's going to be prepared on how to handle it properly. All right. So the twins are conceived or donated or what? What is the story behind this?
So again, her wife leaves. Little part that people don't realize either. Her wife then came back. So once her wife came back, they were trying to push me out. So it was her wife came back and they were texting me like, okay, she's back. We want our family back. We want you to back out. So don't realize how easy it is for them to push me out their lives.
So how long was this going on? How long were you back in, so to speak?
I can't give a hard time for her. Let's say 6 months. Just so 6 months I was in this kid's life.
So in 6 months, you sitting up here picking the kid up from school. You
helping out.
You ain't playing uncle no more. You playing daddy.
Absolutely.
Yep. You got a shirt on and everything.
So no. Hold on. The shirts were bought by her mom, which we can get into that. That's another topic.
No, it's not. No, it's not. You just said that you were playing daddy. Somebody bought you a shirt that said daddy during the time that you were playing daddy. That's not a separate topic. Come on. This is what I don't like about Tyler.
Because she's throwing, and I hate to jump from topic to topic. She is the stone thrower. She's the one who started this. She says it came from someone else. Said I was missing, right?
Missing what? Disappeared?
I'm missing, but everyone has my phone number. Even Bride's fiance texts me. She has my phone number. I didn't go missing. I'll get into that a little later on, but her mom bought the shirts. Her mom, and these aren't my words. And again, this isn't to trash anyone. It's just trying to give you a realization of their character, because my character is already being depicted, of which I think I am. With her mom, when she was younger, her mom used to try to, and these aren't my words, beat the gay out of her. She is not okay with her daughter dating women.
Okay, so now this right here is not cool. That could have came out. That could have been information that he provides. But this is about the shirt. This is all coming from the dude asking about the daddy shirts. Whatever the daddy shirts are. Something about the daddy, world's best daddy, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But for him to jump to the mom, this is the same mom that used to try to beat the gay out of her. Is the one that bought the daddy shirts. Even if she bought the daddy shirts to be shady, just say that. That was a mean-spirited joke. She was trying to be funny. She didn't like her daughter being gay, so she bought me a daddy shirt. Just say that. But now it feels like you're trying to attack the mom's character. It just feels down like, I don't know. There's something wrong with that. I don't like that whole setup. Yeah, because he said he didn't want to talk about the daddy shirts. That's a whole nother topic. But he's willing to go into a whole nother topic of the mom trying to beat the gay out of her daughter. Like, which is even further away from the daddy shirts, because you were talking about stepping in as father, which he admitted to. So he's not willing to talk about the thing that's right in front of him. He wants to go way down the road into the mom's history, which is crazy. So this is why I don't like this dude. He's definitely he's verbally manipulative. He's deceptive. I don't like people like him.
She has never gotten along with Bride's wife. I've watched them get in full-blown arguments. Bride's now fiance, she won't mention her. You know, that no one's talking about that. And there are 2 kids at it that they have a family of 5 right now that is completely erased. Her mom won't mention that. There's a couple things I just want to touch on because her mom had brought it up.
Why would her mom mention that she used to beat the gay out of her daughter? When this is about the daddy shirts, whatever the daddy shirt is.
Dog. She said this was the kid's dog. I got it for the kids. Not the case. I lived in Arlington for 4 years. The kids have been to my place one time. And that was because Bride wanted to go out and have a date night with her fiance. But it was one time that those kids have been there. That has been my dog. That I can stand on that. And the people just trying to add everything like, oh, you terrorizing the kids and the dogs. No, it's my dog. I've never planned a vacation with them was another thing.
You plan
He's talking about the vacations. He's talking about his apartment. He's talking about the dog. He's talked about all this, but he said the shirt was a different story. Why can't he explain the shirt? I don't even know what the shirt is, but now it's making me think that there's something more to the shirt because he's going down. He's going everywhere else except for the shirt that the host brought up. That's weird. What could be so damning about this shirt that you got to bring up the fact that she used to beat her daughter, beat the gay out of her, that the kids have never been to your apartment, that the dog was yours? What could be so damning about this shirt that the mom bought you that you're going all through this? Because he's just rattling off stuff. He's just throwing stuff out here. This is crazy. This is a big old red flag.
Vacation what? You supposed to?
Her mom said that.
Not unless he feels like this dude ain't gonna answer proper questions. So I just gotta get all this stuff out here because I gotta character assassinate the mom. I gotta get this out while I can. Unless there's no reason for this. This is weird.
Planned we were supposed to go to the Bahamas or I have never.
Wait, who? You and the fiance and Bride?
You tell me. They said it was last year that I was.
Why would he tell you? You know your story. See, I don't like this dude. Why would you tell the host, you tell me? He's asking you. You volunteering all this other information?
What did he say? Go back.
There was some kind of vacation. He about to ask about it. Because like Tyler's talking about the vacation. The dude asking a question about it.
My dog. I've never planned a vacation with them was another thing.
You planned a vacation what? You supposed to?
Her mom said that we were supposed to go to the Bahamas or I have never.
Wait, who? You and the fiance and Bride?
You tell me.
You brought that up.
I get why he said that. No, I get why he said that.
I mean, but he brought the vacation. I get what he's trying to say. Like, you tell me because they're making up details. You tell me what the details are. I get that. But he brought the dynamic of the vacations that he never took in. So if you're going to say they're making these claims, explain what claims they're making.
That he was supposed to go, that he was making plans to go on a vacation. That's the claim. Yeah. When he asked him who, the wife, Bree, the kids, and he like, well, you tell me, nigga, because I don't know. I've never heard of this damn thing.
I don't know.
So I will say that. That's why I said, dude, don't. I get what you're saying, but the host don't listen because he asked some of the worst, dumbest, slowest follow-up questions. Like you will hear Tyler answer the question, and then this nigga come back and ask the same fucking question again.
Well, according to when he went on Jesse Woo's, is because he thought Tyler was lying. So I had to ask the same question 3 different ways to get the truthful answer.
You get the same answer.
But that's when he said, I mean, if you gave me the same answer, I can't make him tell the truth. See, this is a hot mess. Dang.
They said it was last year that I was planning on a trip with them, and who would it have been with?
Yo, Ashley. If he was, because if it was last year, she was in your life at that point.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But it was like earlier last year. They're saying
before
last year. Yeah, before it. So they're saying that we were supposed to go on a trip. That never happened. She said my dad visited me. I haven't had a relationship with my dad in the longest time. So no, he hasn't visited me. She was just sitting there, I think, at the point where she realized that I couldn't speak. She would just start throwing stuff at me. And I've only seen that because someone told me like she's on live And she's sitting there saying, I cried in front of her. Every one of my friends know. Up until this show,
You probably never shed a tear because
I grew up different.
I can tell. That's the reason why I said it's a deeper trauma in you.
Now, we're not going to use people that were not in a relationship to justify the relationship. Ashley can't answer for what happened between you and Bri. Your friends cannot answer what happened between you and Bri. That's not okay. Because the moment you started talking to Ashley, you started crying. You started bawling and snot. We don't know that you don't do that with women. We don't know that you ain't an emotional, intelligent Riz God. Well, you the first person. Exactly. You made me feel safe. Never felt like this with anybody. I never felt so connected.
Reason why you can disconnect from your child, from your seed, and I know what that is. It's just
go back because this weird ass nigga trying to make this connection on why he has trying to make this fucking link to why he has this disconnect with the kids and he don't. Oh, it's this internalized trauma that you got. No, it's because he made a fucking choice. Stupid fuck.
Yeah, and he said he understood.
Right. Now it's, oh yeah, I can tell because of this internalized trauma you got where you don't want to connect with the kids. You mean the kids that ain't mad? Right. Okay, let me just go out here and just start connecting with kids.
Right. Go to jail.
Y'all gonna be calling me all types of shit.
Right. Weirdo.
That's the reason why I said it's a deeper trauma in you. The reason why you can disconnect from your child, from your seed, and I know what that is. It's not.
Yeah,
it's deep.
I've never cried with my mom, but
what's up, IG? What's good, bro?
What?
She's saying I sat on her couch and cried and said I'll never leave these kids. When I visited them, the twins weren't even born yet. So what I would like to do is let's discredit that mom completely because she has a way of just going rampant and she has her own drama in her own life, which she has done to her husband. And I'm not going to speak on it. If I have to go and speak on that, I will. But like I said, I'm not here to bash anyone, but just know she is not, and anyone that has interacted with her is not the best character of people. But I want to keep reiterating, I'm not here to.
Right.
You said what?
Time. Bash them bitches.
Well, especially if you're going to allude to it. Well, they ain't got the best character, and anybody that deals with them ain't got the best character, but I ain't gonna bash them.
I mean, I understand it too, because I get it, because it ain't gonna help, but do it.
Yeah, do it. Don't half-ass it. Let's go ahead and discredit. Let's discredit that mom. Let's discredit her. Let's forget everything she got to say, because her character and everything she be doing, everybody she know, everybody that even deal with her, they ain't got the best character. But I ain't gonna bash them. Nah. I don't like this guy.
Hear anyone else's name. I just want to let you know that a lot of things being mentioned are just bold-faced lies.
Because, of course, as you begin to bring clarity, and I don't even want to use the word defend, but as you begin to give clarity about the truth in the situation, you will, by default, you got to mention the other people that are spreading whatever it is. So we understand that.
Yeah.
Right. There's no point in even coming up here if you're not going to mention the other people that have you up here. Like, that's
when you look back and the other kids are born. How did these others? So now the ex, did they get a divorce when the wife comes back into play?
No. So all kids were born into a marriage.
In that marriage,
that same exact marriage, all the kids were born in that marriage.
So she came back, they patched things up, and then they say, "What? We want to have? We want some more kids?"
No. So that's when they came back together. They were together for, I don't remember how long it was, but they were talking about expanding their family. And I'll be completely honest, I don't know the vials that I gave them or the capsules, how many they kept or what they had, or because how you keep them is on you. I don't know. But yeah, they came back and got together. They were trying to have a family together, trying to expand their family. And we're here now.
Mm-hmm.
And so they said they had that conversation with you.
Now that I can believe, because I know too many people who have tried to have another kid to patch something up.
Mm-hmm.
Kid will make it better, which it never works. The pressure just makes it worse.
or did you just hear about one of them called you and said that, or you just assume that they were wanting to expand their family?
No, I had the conversation with Brian. Me and Brian have had, and that's the other thing, cool. Like very deep. Yeah, we were, even after she pushed me back out of their lives, I was still remained her friend.
Dang, not stop being fucking cool.
Yeah, they've been friends the whole time. Which is what prompted him to make so many stupid decisions. It's your boy, man. Hey, I really don't do the colorism too often, man, but it's Team Light Skin activity right here, man. LSA.
Yeah, because we some good niggas. We really got some big hearts. We some good ass niggas, and for some reason, the world want to keep playing this like stop. Which is why I wish Tyler would just smack the shit out of this. Would have just reached over and slapped the shit out of this nigga. That's why you gotta pop out and show me.
Hey, listen. Either that, man, or maybe it's the bearded people, man. Y'all bearded people, man. It's something about you. I don't know. You can either be Team Light Skin or it's Team Beards. Either way, it's your people. And he weird. And I can't deal with him.
Oh, yeah. I don't see what you be seeing, but okay.
It's your people's, man. And the other guy too, he weird too, but he ain't got nothing bald headed. So either way, he's your people too. So Team Beard, Team Light Skin, and Team Bald Headed. Either way, man. These are your people. Some weirdos.
So she said, I want to expand the family. And y'all were having a conversation and you said what to that?
Absolutely. And that thing is, again, childish, kiddish mistakes to where I try to be a part of people's lives and help. Bri ends up pregnant these are with the twins now, right? Her wife is out of the picture. She is now dating this new girl. There's never been a point where Bri doesn't go from relationship to relationship. So this is a new girl. She has this girl around, Kai. The girl's doing everything. She's naming the kids. She's going to appointments. That's the other thing. People were like, oh, he's at every appointment. Yeah. He's doing, listen, I'm going to be, I want to say 2 appointments maybe. This girlfriend was at every appointment. They were doing stomach castings. She took all the pictures of her stomach. It felt like it was back to that point.
Right.
And I had already agreed with Bri that I would be in these twins' lives because Bri tried to get an abortion. And the doctor said, they said you can get it, but with twins, we're going to have to put you to sleep. So she said, I'm not going to get an abortion. Right. So.
Okay. So I'm sure he's not going to explain why she didn't want to get put to sleep, but let's go.
As being
I can understand
listen,
that.
I'm here.
I can understand it. If it's something where I got to get put to sleep too, I probably don't want to do it. So that's completely understandable. It's a lot of people. That's a lot of people.
I know a lot of people had that fear. I get
you. Yeah. It's a lot of people that just don't do stuff because you got to get put to sleep to get it done. And aborting.
I don't know enough about how abortions go.
It's got to be high risk. That's why they put it in the sleep.
That's what I'm like. At some point, though, if you're willing to get an abortion, like, why are you not willing to get a little anesthesia? But
I'm back here. Let's rock. Let's do this.
Right.
I'm here with you. But then it spin very quickly to where she's going to these appointments with this woman. It feels more them again. So I start to detach again.
Right.
Shortly after the twins were born, I was around helping a good amount, but that girlfriend was still around as well. She was pretty much raising the kids. And I was there helping a significant portion. And then it hits about, let's say 7-8 months in. I'm trying to remember if I was even at the first birthday. I might've been at the first birthday of the twins and I wasn't at 2, 3, 4. Mm-hmm. She switched. She left that girl. She cheated on that girl, got with another girl who she's now engaged to. And then and that girl brought in 2 more kids. That's why, like, people sit online and they make it seem like it's black and white.
Mm-hmm.
This is the stickiest situation. And now as an adult where I'm able to comprehend more things, it's very sticky. When Bri gets into her relationships, she will push any and everyone out. There's a reason. And again,
that's funny because that's exactly what she said about him. That's exactly what she said about him. So I don't know which one I'm telling the truth. But that's funny that they are both levying the same charge at each other. They find somebody and they just shut everybody out. That's interesting.
The same way you said you love her, I always love her. That's my friend. She has a way of focusing, and I know many people do it. You get in a relationship and your friends, people who have helped you, they don't matter.
Right.
Your partner matters, but this is just your girlfriend. I've watched you go from one to another, but she gets in these relationships and it's them. It's their bubble. So she's raising this family, having these kids. And me and Bri have a sit down one time. We meet up in Baltimore and I have a conversation with her and I tell her, I don't have this connection with these kids. I feel like a glorified babysitter. I feel like all you want from me is money to help fund your family. You want to raise these kids with a woman. I know, because I agreed to help you.
Yeah.
But the disconnect is, that's not how I want to be a dad. I was raised without a father and people are bashing me saying,
that's not how I want to be a dad. So he's a dad. So that settles it. He saw himself as the father. So, oh God, this is what I don't like about liars, man. Oh God, you have to do too much unraveling of these stories. Thankfully, they got him talking. They got him talking long enough. This nigga saw himself as the dad. By the time the twins came along, he saw himself as the father. Whatever the arrangement was, he saw himself as the father, even as she's in another relationship. He'd have to explain that. This dude probably won't push back on that. But to me, that's a moment. That needs clarification.
you should know what it's like. No, it's different.
Oh, it's very different.
She is being raised. These kids are in general are being raised by two. They have been raised by two women constantly. Whether it's a girlfriend or a fiance, it's been a 2-woman household this entire time.
In the season that you were active, do you consider yourself raising them, or do you consider yourself just being a babysitter?
I didn't get to raise them. That's the thing. I didn't get to discipline them.
Oh,
I felt bad if I even said like, hey, don't touch that, because I wasn't around much.
That's why he said he feels like a glorified babysitter. But at this point, he wanted to be the father, which is why he's speaking up. Like, this isn't the kind of father I want to be. So for whatever reason, whatever shifted in him or the relationship, at this point, he wants to be asserted as the father and have more of a say, which is why he's having to sit down and saying, I feel more like a babysitter. So I don't know what shifted. If she expected the shift, if he's just speaking up for how he feels, whatever. But there's some clarity that he needs to provide. But I don't think we're gonna get it from old Nicodemus over here.
Yeah, I think it's one of them. This is definitely me pontificating. I think it's one of them things. I think it's one of them things where when she was single, he was there.
Mm-hmm.
And she would kind of lean on him and manipulate him. And he's trying to fucking be helpful. So it's easy to manipulate people who also trying to be helpful too.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So he's trying to be helpful. He get into this situation with her, which is super fucked. Like, but the kids need somebody. So it's hard for me. It's hard for me to kind of look at what he doing sideways, as long as whatever he was doing was geared toward trying to make these kids' lives better. He seemed like he the only one who had that thought process. He seemed like he was the only one who was like, okay, but the kids. So I can see why he's kind of like, well, shit, this ain't what I signed up for. This ain't what I agreed to originally. And now we're doing something completely different. And I don't even like this. This ain't what I would sign up for.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, even if I am just this wouldn't even be the dad. This wouldn't even be the type of dad I want to be.
Right.
Because it still could feel that way. Even in fatherhood, you can always come across as just like the financier. You're just the ATM and a glorified babysitter.
Oh yeah.
But you have no say so with the structure of the kids. You'll see the mom
Right.
step up. You'll see the mom step up and try to protect the child from discipline.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And we talking about people who these people in a relationship.
I'm with you to the point that he said out of his own mouth that the girlfriend, now fiance, was taking care of the kids and was naming the kids and was doing stuff for the kids. So it wasn't like nobody was looking out for the kids because she brought her own kids. She's already a mom, got 2 moms present, and he said out of his mouth that she was looking after the kids.
That was
And
the second
he feels-
girlfriend.
Oh, the second girlfriend, so it wasn't a now fiance.
Yeah.
There's too many women, like you said, too many
Right.
kids.
See, yeah. This right. That's what I'm saying. Because that's just lesbians being reckless ass lesbians. Lesbians relationships come and go like fucking particles. Like there are millions of particles that are born and die within the same instant, and that's essentially a lesbian relationship.
Oh shoot. Okay, so there was the one who was actually looking out for the kids, but she didn't last long. And then now she got left for the person who then becomes a fiance. Okay. So now the person who then becomes a fiance, whatever the dynamic is there, he feels put out in a way that where he wants to step up and be a better father or more involved or whatever. But again, his terminology, father this time, which he's denied. And he said this entire time he didn't have feelings for the child, didn't feel connected. But somehow through the process of helping here and there, being a glorified babysitter, now he wants to be more involved. So I just want to see, let's see where this goes.
Okay.
It's that they never.
Even though you live downstairs from him, we're gonna quantify. When we say not much and all that, we don't know what that
Okay,
means.
so let's do this.
Yeah.
I wasn't an active parent.
So how often did you see this kid weekly?
The son at first, I would say I was seeing him more recently, 4 or 5 times a week, right? Him. Twins were born after, when they're around, when they were babies from 0 to 6 months, I seen them pretty frequently, Monday through Friday, from 6 months, 0 to 6 months. After that, once her partner was consistently around again, a new partner, they've never spent the weekend with me.
So they're saying that when you get a
never spent the weekend, have they spent the night? How many times a week did you see him after that? He's evasive. Not a fan.
lover in your life, you abandon your kids. You're saying it's the opposite.
I can tell you that I've dated seriously 3 women.
Since these kids were born, or in your whole life?
No, just my entire life. You know, and this is not including Ashley. So at what point do these women come into effect? Because I dated when I stopped talking to, or when me and Bri had a conversation, I didn't have a connection. I felt like a glorified babysitter. I then went on to date a girl. I dated her for a year. I didn't see these twins or talk to them for almost 4 years. I'm not in serious relationships like that. That's the thing. I date, but I'm dating like everyone else, conveniently dating. And they don't, no one is ever telling me what to do, like not be around these kids. You're playing, they're playing house, not me. No woman is moving in and living with me and any of that. So it's not affecting my life.
Yeah.
That's easy to say when you have pushed someone out because you want that family. You've told me she has told me to my face, I want to raise kids with a woman. I don't see how it's possible to do it with a man. And I get it. Like I said, I get it. So my backing out standpoint was.
Now that part sounds credible. That part sounds completely credible.
Okay, well, this is affecting my life too. Because
you get it how? Because that just confused me. So you said
you
get what part?
That she wants to, because she's been with women her entire life.
That's okay. This dude is slow. That's what he didn't get. You was right. You what?
It's like the simple shit. Why would you not get that? She's
a lesbian.
She's a lesbian.
Why wouldn't she want to raise her child with a woman? How could you not get that? You didn't get anything else.
That was the genesis of the whole agreement. That's what step one, nigga.
Yo,
that was.
I'm a lesbian. I can't see myself raising my child with a man because my partner would be a woman. This is like, I don't understand. Like, how'd you understand? What you mean? Did you mean you get that? I'm confused.
Not confusion.
Why wouldn't a lesbian be able to see herself as a kid with a man?
I just don't understand that.
Yeah, well, that was a little slow.
So to say that that's what you want and that's what you see your life as, if I want to be with a woman, that's who I want to raise my kids with, you know.
But when she brought you into the life, so who brought who into this situation about, you know, when the women disappear? Is it you asking to be in these kids' life to be uncle, or is she saying, "Hey, I need your help now"? Since you know, because is there both of y'all having a conversation saying, she said, "I don't want to be a single parent," and you saying, "I don't want my kids growing up in a single household, whether it's two women or me trying to help out. Let's come together and help provide some level of stability for these kids." Or what is this conversation like?
That's exactly.
Oh God. Ooh. All right. All right. Now that's actually a decent question. Who's actually initiating all these get backs? Like these these reconstituting.
Right.
Yeah. Who's reaching out? So let's see if he actually answers.
Right. Is it I need your help, Tyler, or let me help you, Bride?
Right.
Sorry.
Yeah. So let's see if Tyler actually answers a question directly. I'm about to slap him. Let's see if he answers this question directly. A direct question, a very clear. This is a question you should be able to nail. This is something you can clearly say, well, no, like most of the time it was me reaching out. Most of the time it was her reaching out, or it was always her. It was always me. This should have a clear answer. You should be able to get this out in 2 sentences.
Provide some level of stability for these kids, or what is this conversation like?
That's exactly what it is. It's the stability of kids having two parents. I honestly don't care if it's 2 men, 2 women, man and woman. I was raised in a single household, so it changes financially.
So was it?
It changes for support. Some parents they don't have their greatest day, so they need someone else to lean on at some point. So that was me. When I seen her struggling,
there we go.
And like I said,
he was a reach-outer.
But here's the trick though.
Let's go.
He answered that question earlier. when he said that the wife left, and he was like, "Oh my God, I see my best friend right there, and she's got the kids, and she's struggling, and I ain't want to see her go through it, so I decided to step up and help."
Now listen, I get that, but the way he also communicates, he might have decided to step up and help because she reached out. I took it upon myself. She was minding her business, and I took it upon myself to inject myself in their lives. He's not that. He's not a very clear speaker, so he leaves room for ambiguity, which is okay. But that means you need to clarify stuff. This is one of them people that Bree would have to nickel or diddle. He's that person. Now I picked up on the way he communicates. He leaves room for ambiguity. That way he can maneuver. He doesn't like giving direct answers.
Right. No, he definitely evasive.
Yeah. Which is why he started like all the. He could have just said, "I initiated it, and this is why." But he started with all the other stuff. So if he wanted to, after he got through all his little value sets and why he's the one that did it, he could have never actually answered the question. He could have went on and ventured on to another topic, and you can mislead people like that, move them from topic to topic by throwing in so much like extraneous stuff that doesn't really even apply. He's just one of them people. But he actually did come back and answered, "It was me," which is cool. If the person even remembers what they even asked. I mean, you know, this dude is slow.
I'll take fault for that, where I'm like, hey, I'll step up. I'm here. Where she has showed me who she was. And I took it as, you're just going through tough times. You know, you didn't mean to cut me out of your life. You didn't mean to let your wife come back and push me back out. You're still my friend. I still love you. And
well, how'd you feel about that then? Since you didn't have an emotional connection with the kids in general, when you got pushed out, did you have an emotional connection getting pushed out?
No. So like I said, when it was time when we had that conversation, I took it as more of a shot at me as a friend. That's what I seen. It wasn't like a connection where it's this is hurting me. You're pulling me from these kids. It's, damn, we cool. Like I stepped in to help you. And then the minute, and sorry, I mean,
oh, you're fine.
But
I told you.
Step in, it's a shocker to me. So she showed her face multiple times and it just shocked. It wasn't like it was a hurt from a friend. but also like, okay, if these kids are safe and they're gonna have a family, I know what I was signing up for. I have to understand that. And the only thing with me is I don't want to be a tiptoe dad, you know,
Right.
because that's what my dad was to me. And that's more hurting. And I would feel better if I didn't know my dad.
Right.
I would be able to live life rather than thinking, you know, why didn't he pick me? You know, and at some point I had to make that decision. And again, this is a rough take, but I have to accept this in my life as well. And I don't want people to think like, he's just saying, forget them kids. It's not that easy for me. It's not. Just because I say I don't have a connection, I don't want you.
Wow. Okay. So he said, I don't want it to be like, forget them kids. So Jesse Wu straight up said, he said, F them kids. That's what he said he didn't want. That's hilarious. That's crazy. They took exactly what he said and flipped it. Woo, man, these people are treacherous, boy. These people. Woo, man. Nobody's innocent except them kids.
You think that I don't love them, that I don't care for them. It's not that. It's just I feel like that's the situation that they're going to have, and I'll be fighting that for a very long time of her wanting to be with a woman and raise those kids with a woman. There's even times where right before or last summer, actually.
Why would you have to fight that? See, this is where, okay, man, I'm mad you got me roped into this. I feel like I'm more angry than you. I don't know what it is, but I'm getting pissed. Tyler's pissing me off. So why, if she's a lesbian, why would you have to fight her wanting to raise her child with a woman? You're supposed to be Uncle Ty. What are we talking about?
He's talking about with himself. I don't think he was talking about fighting her. He's not pushing back on raising the children. He's fighting himself. He said he's fighting with the idea of like, that's what he said. He's like, it's not fuck them. He's like, but I kind of see what they're going through. He's like, I can't really step in and help because it ain't my place to help.
Okay. I'll go ahead and eat that because he said they were pushing him out. So he's trying to resolve within himself because he's losing the friend. But it still feels a little iffy to me that he's like, if you're not connected to the kids, why is being pushed out of that aspect? Why would you? I don't know. It's the verbiage is giving me something else, man.
Because from what I see is that they even the agreement on him being uncle gets wiped out when some new chick come on. These step backs don't be like, okay, well, you know, I got a new. It seems visceral. It seems it seems like him getting put out, like him getting thrown out with the trash, or him getting kicked out the house, basically.
Yeah, what I could roll with is because now this is where lustrous I can't remember Lucifer. This dude's name, bald dude.
Lucio.
I swear Lucio. I'm gonna call him
Loomis.
Lucio. Loomis.
Lusty's pink moisturizer here.
It's killing me, man. It's killing. But dude, I think he was right when he talked about the trauma. I know you said something about it, but he is right to a point. Dude, Tyler's projecting his trauma about not having his dad there, and it's making a thing where it doesn't have to be. Like this is Tyler's trauma talking. Like there's no reason for him to feel away when he's pushed out, except for the friend level. But what he's saying, what I'm getting from it, is that he said the tiptoe thing. I don't want to be a tiptoe dad. Why you're not a dad at all, allegedly. So there's no tiptoe thing, but you're feeling like one. But that's your feelings. That's not the actual reality. You're just Uncle Ty who ain't getting as much friend time with Bri. But there's something extra here, and I think it's his little trauma speaking. But it's cool. It's human. It's not a fault. It's just his humanity with it.
Right,
Brad told me in confidence. And
my bad. What'd you say?
No, I'm saying whoever watching, we have about 10 more minutes.
All right, cool.
I'm only saying this because it gets you a more understanding of people.
Yeah.
They pray every Sunday, right? Which is great. Love that for them. Their entire family, her fiance, and all their kids. There's 5 of them. They pray.
Love that for them.
Whoa, wow. Wait a minute. Oh, wow. This is amazing. They pray once a week. Man, that's so wonderful. Once a week, they stop and they pray. Oh, that's so fantastic.
Is it like all day? Is that just?
He said it like it was an event. Like that. It better be more than 10 minutes.
Sunday, they go to the park and play basketball as a family. Sunday,
they hold hands and speak for 60 seconds.
Why she told me this, I don't know, but it even threw me for a loop. They say what they're grateful for, what they're not grateful for. Her fiance said, "I'm not grateful for Tyler."
Oh. Oh, petty. I love it. I love that kind of petty. Oh shoot.
Even,
oh
shoot.
shoot.
They got me.
I love it. Hey, for real. You know what I think? Because this is something I thought. And I haven't really said it, and I haven't really heard anybody else saying it. I feel like the wife, the initial wife, I feel like she left because she was feeling like she was competing with Tyler.
Yeah, I got that too.
And I feel like this person that he's talking about said this because she felt like she was competing with Tyler. There's a there. Because the way Bri has been acting, she had some kind of feeling, some kind of, I don't know. Like Bree said, the back burner dude, there was some kind of connection that the lesbians did not feel safe with, which might have even been why the first one went to go get a man. Like, well, you got your little man, you got your little pocket nigga. I'm gonna go get me a little pocket nigga.
And he gave Bri the one thing that they can't give him.
And how am I gonna compete with that? That's like when the women say about their dude, if a dude mess with a man, how am I gonna? I can't give him that. Hey, I can't compete with no dick. And I feel like this might be the same thing. Yeah, it's a little dick competition here.
Penis envy,
which is crazy. That's crazy. I'm not thankful for Tyler. I love it. He deserved it. You deserve it.
In front of the kids?
In front of the kids. So how can I fight that? You're going to be feeding them false information on me constantly and bashing me. So let me just back out. It looks bad, but that's not.
How do you back out if you already got pushed out? See, that's what I'm saying. This is something about the way he communicates. This just bothers me. He bothers me.
The life I see for myself when I see kids or wanting to raise kids or be around kids, when this woman is actively showing me that her family is with a woman and that they have that. And I want to be clear, these kids have been raised by women for the past 4 years. They go to her mom's house. They go on vacations together. That's not shown on the internet because people say I cleared my Instagram. Bri cleared her Instagram. Go look. Go try to find her fiance. No, don't worry. I'll show you.
Yeah, let me see her fiance. Because you're saying, and while you're pulling that up, I want you to answer this because she made the comment where she talked about the
It might be the light. Okay, it's the light. I thought he had on 2 different color greens with the same pattern.
Yeah, that's
I thought he pulling a Cedric the Entertainer. It was the light. Okay.
The kids, the twins were conceived naturally. What do you say about that?
Hold on.
Let's go.
Let's say this. If she came out publicly.
Yeah, because he's about to lie. He's about to lie.
Also,
he couldn't even answer that direct.
Also, the loneliest monk over there killing me with this whole velour.
The velour jumpsuit. I love it.
Fuck. With a fucking dress shirt underneath it. Man,
yeah, with a dress shirt. Yeah. Nobody does that, man.
What a velour jumpsuit.
It's unreasonable.
Man, I thought Neil Tyson killing me with his 2 button-ups, but that's probably worse. That's close to like, you know, them people put jerseys over dress shirts. They be like them corporate people where they wear like t-shirts. They'll be like they wore the button up to a game and it'd be like a t-shirt on the seat and they put the t-shirt right over the button up. Square.
Yeah. It don't make no sense. He looked like a character that would have been on the on. You remember that Rock? Was it Rock? The one with used to be on Fox. Oh my god. With Charles Dutton. Yeah, it was Rock. With Charles Dutton. That's what he like a character that be on there. Come on, Rock.
This week playing the role of the youth pastor. Dr. Thelonious Monk.
Man.
What do you say about that?
Let's say this: if
See, man, watch Tyler start looking for a lie immediately.
Twins were conceived naturally. What do you say about that?
let's say this: if she came
No
out
reason for
publicly and said that they weren't conceived naturally, that they all were sperm donors, would you feel bad for her? Yeah, I'm not gonna put you in that position.
Yeah.
But would people feel?
Answer
Okay,
the
I
question,
get what you're saying.
bro.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I wish you would answer the question, but I get what you're saying.
Help
I get what
me.
you're saying.
What he saying?
So in the first video, she was explaining how she was saying how the twins was made naturally and how she was struggling with that and how she'd been a lesbian all her life. And he said that, well, if the story, think about it like this: if she told the
It was a
story-
sympathy appeal for
Right.
sympathy.
Right. Think about it like this: if she told the story where the sperm was just donated both times, we didn't conceive no baby, we didn't make no baby together, we didn't have sex, would people care? No, that's the only reason people care is because they painting him as a motherfucker who made the babies, like actually made the babies. No, they couldn't care. If he was a sperm donor and everything was like, okay, well, she's basically making these babies by just telling him. He doesn't even have like say so if it's gonna happen or not. She's just like, well, this is gonna happen.
Well, hold up. Because see, before she came forward, they were searching for these people because they cared, even once he said they were sperm donors. Like when he said what he said on the show, people started searching before Bri came forward. It's like they just hated him. Like this is a man hate thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how they were conceived.
Yeah.
Like because this man was involved and then was marrying Ashley, but has these outside conception kids. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
If he did it the old-fashioned way, if it was basters, if they went to the IVF fertility place, I think they would have had a problem no matter what, because the way the reveal happened, and that's a black woman that he's getting married to, and he's a black man. All of those things are what they're mad about. Because even before Brian came forward and said, well, it was natural, they were still pissed. They were heated.
Mm-hmm. But it threw fuel on the fire. And
yeah.
And I think that her saying that they were naturally conceived is probably why we're here at this point today. Because this would have died out. She also had the power to dead this shit. Like, no, he was on the up and up. He was cool. We decided
it wouldn't be where it was.
We wouldn't be nowhere near where we were.
It would have just been, I hate this person on social media. I mean, I hate this person from the reality show.
Right.
And it would have been like Leo, and it would have been like Hannah. I hate Tyler. I hate Ashley. She's stupid. And we move on.
And we move on.
Yeah. But now it's going over to like, we digging these people up.
Right.
Yeah, buddy. Man, that's crazy. These things.
Bad for her. Would she have a court case? Would she be able to stand in court, and try to get money from me if she didn't say anything other than that? Would she now have a public page that is verified? Would she have any of these other things? You can't tell me that she would. And the one thing that I will constantly say is, now that I stand on this, she's a terrible, terrible friend. She's not dumb. One of the smartest people I know. Very intelligent. She moves with precision. And I'll give that to her. She is very, very, very intelligent. But yeah,
So why don't she talk about her fiance? So let me see this. This is her fiance.
Yeah, so that's her fiance.
And these are your kids right here?
That's the twins.
I mean, those are the twins.
Yeah.
And man, his so kids, I would stand up and sock that nigga right
now. Nah, because he done said something about being the dad several times.
I get that. I get what he said. But that whole your kids, he telling you he don't feel like it's his kids. That whole your kids thing would have made me mush that motherfucking microphone right
Nah,
now.
can't do that after you done called him, you the daddy and all that stuff. Still. Can't have it both ways. We just been tussling. You gonna say you the daddy and you don't feel like that? Nah, you glorify babysitter. You want to feel like a dad. You can't be that kind of dad. But then when I say, yo, kids, you want to get up and tussle? Let's tussle, nigga. Let's tussle.
Y'all, I've been so emotional lately. I just can't believe all my kids are getting so big. My oldest legit is wearing the same size shoes as me.
But who's saying that?
This is the fiance right here.
But she said my kids.
Yeah.
So why hasn't she been mentioned?
When is this? When was this?
Look at the twins. They're older. That's recently.
How old are they right now?
I believe 5.
Oh, they look about 4 or 5 right now.
Yeah.
So she's been in their life for how long?
Since they were born. She's been around since they were 1.
So Bri went from the wife
to girlfriend, which I will leave her name out as well. But
I was another person.
Yeah, there's an in between.
So
He
she
sound
went
like
Hey, but it's hard to keep straight. This stuff's hard to keep straight.
He sound like Rashawn.
Yeah, it's stuff's hard to keep straight, man.
All right, we're
Hard to
gonna
keep
give
straight.
we're gonna give one more minute and then we're gonna wrap it up.
All right.
That's who named the girls. So it wasn't her ex-wife. It was a girl she dated after. She named the kids. She was there for the appointments. She was there doing plastic stuff on her stomach. They took all the
The
pregnancy
mold.
pictures.
I remember the mold.
And then there's this girl.
So when the kids are born, the wife is not in the picture no more. It's the girlfriend in the picture?
Yes, the girlfriend that's not involved at all anymore.
God dog it. Hold on, let me go back.
Come on, bro. Come on,
Jesus.
slow, bro. Okay, we got slow, bro. We done been through this about 3 times. I done caught him. I caught on about the second pass through. Now we on about pass through number 4 or 5. So you got the first person who was the wife. She left after the first child, came back. Then the conception of the second children, the twins, left while the pregnancy was ongoing. Girlfriend steps in immediately because Bri likes to keep a warm body next to her. So gone girl, who is the girlfriend, girlfriend, is there long enough to help go to appointments, name the kids, but then it's gone pretty much sometime after, which I guess he's gonna go over, sometime after the birth, because then the fiance steps in. The now fiance comes in, but it's after the birth of the twins.
Yeah.
So
The now
come on, slow, bro.
fiance got there when the twins was born.
All right. So now we just gotta get slow, bro, caught up.
This is your life is jacked up. Listen to this. I know it's supposed to be
I'm just trying to get people to understand
No,
that.
because it's so confusing. Hold on. So when the kids are conceived, the wife is in the picture. She comes back and say, we want to expand our family. These kids are born. Before they're born, the wife is gone, and now she has a girlfriend that says, I'm going to name the kids.
Yeah. So
within that 9-month period or whatever it was, because it didn't mean it had to happen immediately when they said I want to expand it. When they said I want to expand it, did it happen immediately or did it happen a year later?
Now he backtracking.
It couldn't have been that long.
No, it wasn't. Yeah, I was going to say it was probably a few months later. It wasn't, because the age difference is almost 2 years between the son and the twins. It's almost 2 years. And then when her wife left, I want to say within months, she was with a new person.
So Deshauna said that whatever she said based on the timeline of the pregnancy, she said based on the timeline of the pregnancy, the kid was a month old or so 6 months. It was 6 months. The
original, the son.
Yes, there's the son.
Yeah. So they done a lot. It's been back and forth with them. So that's what happened. So she leaves, she comes back. She lets her leave, she lets her come back. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's very, she'll do anything for a relationship. And when I say she, I mean Bri. She wants a family and a household so bad that she'll accept someone back. And Deshaun will go back after being physically abused. And that's the crazy part. The people skim over certain areas, and I don't want to harp on it, but if I was married before and my wife came out and said that I physically abused her.
It's a wrap, boy. It's a wrap for you. Your life is over.
It don't matter what you say after that.
So what we got on the coffee table? So we got a dish with those little fake little yarn balls. Then we've got some kind of a book inside a little handbook, bookends.
I'm assuming that's like
It's not even
praying.
not even a normal book though. Like some kind of wrapped book. That's weird.
That's what I said. It looked like I'm assuming. It's definitely assuming. Probably like a Bible with some praying hands.
Yeah, it's like the bookends, the hand bookends. That might be a Bible, but it's bound nicely. Whatever that is, it's kind of fancy fancy wrap. But yeah, those little fake yarn balls. Yeah, those are. Yeah. Never seen that before? What? You never seen the yarn balls? Oh man.
Yeah, the metallic yarn balls.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Nope. You're gonna clip that one part.
Your career's over.
But she came out and said that about her, and we ignored it. She was trying to. There's parts and pieces where they'll show you her character, and the entire world will miss it. Another example, the terrible thing that people are running with. You're saying sperm babies. Don't call them sperm babies. Her mom. I don't know where we heard that from. Again, I didn't watch it. I'm just telling off what I heard. Bride then gets on live and say they were mistakes.
She said that on her channel? Or
no, on live. She was on live with someone, and she said that the twins were mistakes. So imagine these kids growing up watching their mom.
She's saying that basically y'all had relations, as old folks say, and she got pregnant.
But it's and then you're gonna call them a mistake.
Well, she called it oops. We got some oops.
Imagine if your mom or my mom got online and said you were a mistake.
Oh, it'll crush me.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So you can't
definitely rather be a donor than a mishap.
A donor baby than a mistake.
Yeah. Man. But yeah, when I listened to Bride, man, she wasn't the most credible, but neither is Tyler. They are equally yoked. They both some deceptive scallywags. They deserve each other. Man. I don't know if Ashley's innocent, but the fact that Ashley is now married to this man, I gotta think that she also deserves whatever she get dealing with this man. But you get going on a dating show when you marry somebody unknown. Yeah, she signed up for it. Everybody signed up for everything that they got. Yeah. They just didn't know what they was gonna get when they signed up for it. Everybody got a nice little surprise. Surprise, surprise.
Don't have surprise. Ooh. Yeah. All right. I think we've covered the most part. I know.
Yeah, that was interesting. I definitely got more details than I had before. I've been trying to avoid some of these details. I'm like, because these people crazy.
Yeah, man. It was just it's wild to have seen that live after this. Because with Jesse Wu and Rafiki, I can't think of it. Kiki something.
Yeah, story time with I almost said Rikishi.
Rikishi.
It said Ricky. It said Ricky.
Rafiki. Listen to the stories. Because they are sitting up here criticizing his the host interview style and how he didn't grill Tyler more, all this other shit. And it was like, for what?
You didn't hold him accountable. You didn't hold him accountable.
Hold him accountable for what?
You let him dodge the questions.
Everything he answered was already information that was out there. Every question that got asked to him, he answered every question.
You should have beat him.
Right. They want him to go upside his head. Now, what I will say is dude made a real good point. Because he was like, because see, we'll have Tyler up, we'll ask him the questions. And he was like, the host, Thelonious Monk was like, man, quit playing. He was like, I'm not Tyler, and y'all attacking me up here for how I did the interview. Y'all think he gonna come? Right, we're not attacking you. We're not attacking you. We're just, no, bitch, you are. You are. And it made perfect. He made perfect. He was like, why would he come here? And I was like, exactly. Why would he show up on a platform there's no truth he gonna be able to tell you over here that's gonna make you be like, oh, okay, yeah. Y'all just want to get over here and tell him he lying, call him out because they calling him names and shit. They already got you want him to come on the platform where y'all got these fucked up ass names for him. And what y'all think he think y'all gonna hear him out?
Nope.
That's why I had to stay away from certain fucking places. I ain't gonna be the token punching bag over here. So everybody can let go of their wrath on me. The fuck? This ain't no emotional bukkake around this bitch. I mean, the fuck on I am.
Nah, come on, man. You can be the emotional support male.
Nah, fuck that. I bite, nigga. Fuck you talking about?
Nah, that's patriarchy talking.
Yeah, I know. Gotta pop out and show niggas. Sometimes gotta remind niggas.
Patriarchy is a disease.
I'm helping. I'm here to help because of the patriarchy. I'll also be the biggest fucking problem.
See, that's why Priscilla exists, because people like you.
Greg telling my name drop. They know who they are. They said they'll never ever talk to me ever again.
Oh boy. It's probably about 15 people at least.
Oh no, this one has a message in my Instagram.
Oh, you stupid.
So are you gonna talk to me or not? Immediately after the motherfucker tell me I ain't never gotta talk to that appeal again. And then went off and did a whole ass live about it. See, it's the same type of weird ass fucking energy. Same type of weird ass energy. So when that nigga was like, yeah, friends that you done looked out for to help me, the first one was, yeah, motherfucker, you stand up and ride with a motherfucker. And next thing you know, just because you said you don't think therapy worked, I thought you was intelligent and caring, but apparently not. Anywho. Bye.
I mean, Emotional Bukkake. I'm starting that band. Yeah, it's a good name.
I'll name drop Emotional Bukkake. That's a name.
That is a good name. I ain't gonna lie.
Solid. Now coming to the stage, 11-time Grammy winner, multi-platinum artist.
Emotional Bukkake.
Yeah, that shit's wild. So no, he definitely a snake though.
Yeah, dude is a snake for sure. Tyler's a snake, and the Cleophas is a snake.
Yeah, that dude, he moved real weird with that.
Yeah, that was wild. I still can't believe that.
Because then he like, yeah, I had to grill him and I pressed him out. You just said you don't agree with it. You didn't press shit. All you did was project.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I said the whole him saying, he kept saying this shit like when the baby was conceived, around the time the baby was conceived and your children and all that other shit. No, nigga. When the baby wasn't no goddamn conceived, she dropped the kids down the slide, nigga. That's what the fuck happened. I know that's probably what they call it, but he was definitely using language trying to make it seem like they did this shit.
Mm-hmm.
And being that it's a private donor thing, there's that that's why she could take him to court and all that other shit. That's a good wrestling finisher name.
Mm.
Be emotional, be fucking. He's setting up for it.
That's too long. It's got like one too many syllables.
Yeah.
But it would be a great tag team name or a band name. Yeah, man, it's sad though. It's sad. But the old girl, Jessie Wu, she said she's done with it. She said she's over this story. They're done with it. We'll see how that goes. We'll see.
True.
Because it was interesting how it's being handled, but hopefully people do move on. Let these people move on with their lives and quit trying to dig up stuff on them and these kids. Like, because right at this point.
Right, at this point, it ain't even about the kids no more. It's about you weird ass motherfuckers, including us. Don't get it twisted. It's about you weird motherfuckers that want information.
Yeah.
I would more or less want the truth. But those people just want a story. And I guess that's the difference. Y'all just want a story. Y'all can get any story you want to. You can make up a story. That's why they're talking about this. Because he said they didn't go to the baby shower or some shit like that. But then they talking about they got a picture of him at the gender reveal. Him and the fiance. And I'm firmly confident without seeing this picture that it's probably just a picture of them two somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And they're calling it a gender reveal.
Yeah, they'll probably grow up normal and well adjusted like Will Smith's kids. Yeah, it was a good call, Greg. You're probably right.
Shit on the scale. Jane and Willow, they ain't that crazy. They're not.
It's weird. It's weird. A little weird.
A little weird, but you would expect a lot. Like you would expect a lot. Like we see Magic Johnson some of the more than we see Willow and Jane. Like we see Northwest more than we do Willow and Jane. You know what I'm saying? So
and Jaden is actually trying to give water to people in Flint still. So
yeah, they do a normal life shit. They're like, yeah.
Well, if nothing else, though, I know it's one thing. It's time for you to
shut up, bitch. Oh my God.
That is true. That is true. With that being said, we gonna get on out of the chip.
Facts, Greg. Facts.
Man, I'm this more or less solidifies my feeling of never watching this show ever again. Like going forward, I'm not watching Love Is Blind. I ain't going back and watching no more of the other episodes because they took all the fun. This shit took all the fun out.
I can see that.
Because what's gonna happen next? Next season, it's gonna be somebody else, and y'all gonna try to ruin their goddamn marriage too. Because you lonely, bitter bitches have nothing else to fucking do. Nobody to do. Your roles malfunctioning. That wine you drinking extra bitter. Just like you. Your panties crusty.
Dang. Not the discharge.
No, that ain't from discharge. Just crusty.
Oh, just regular crust.
Just regular crusty. Yeah, that's worse. That's worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not even a reason for it. Jesus
Christ. Discharge, I can understand. They ain't gonna matter with discharge. You know what I'm saying? You can't help that shit, but your shit just crusty.
Just sweat and dirt that just dried up and got crusty.
Just because your coochie crusty, like your coochie is crusty.
Yeasty.
And I hope all of y'all have terrible nights.
Wow.
For like the next couple of years. I hope y'all can't sleep knowing that Ashley's
Jesus.
being held close by Tyler.
God.
Ashley's being held close by Tyler. Briar's probably fighting her girlfriend, and the kids are asleep.
Wow. This guy.
And Thelonious still can't figure out why he's sweating in that motherfucking blue jogging suit with a work shirt on.
I think maybe I need to look at you. Like, what is going on with him?
Man, I was tired, bro. So, with that being said, welcome, bro.
Oh man. All right, y'all. Good night.